Hello. So today I'm going to record a hopefully quick video and just show you what the process is to repair an HH-612C or HH-612. The C version is just a cost-reduced version of the 612, and the part that causes its issue seems to be common between them, so this should be applicable to both models. But this drive, when I got it, would spin up. It would retract the heads properly, and on the ready LED, which I have hooked up here to pins 2 and 3 there, would flash too short, too long. There's no documentation online that really says what that is, but it's pretty clear that it can't lock on to the track 0 on these drives. So, but I'll just go ahead and show you what a properly working HH-612 and 612C LED looks like. So you can sort of see there it like flashes a couple times and then eventually goes solid. That is the proper behavior. Let me go ahead and get the lid off of this thing and see if I can trigger it to do like a bad sort of in it. Okay, so I've got it flashing the error pattern here. As you can see, it's too short and then too long. And basically what that means on these drives is it can't properly lock onto the embedded track 0. So the one other thing that I'll show you here is I can get this to sort of simulate the error behavior even though I fixed it. So let me just pull these guys out to track 0 a little bit, and we'll shut this off. So it's sort of hard to see there, and obviously I had to, forcefully keep those in place. But I'll show you real quick the difference when it does it properly. Okay, so that was a proper init there, and basically the difference is the first time it's doing full one track seeks when it's trying to look for the embedded track 0. When it does it properly, it gets to the embedded track 0 and then does like a half step forward or backward, which is the fine calibration for the embedded track 0. So anyway, on to the procedure for fixing that. So we'll just go ahead and spin this guy down. Alright, so the issue with these things is this little guy right here. So it's not necessarily the band itself that's at issue, it's these two springs up at the top here. I think what happens is just over time they become detensioned, really. But what that allows is those springs will expand ever so slightly, and this band here will lose tension. So if I'm going to get a poker device in there real quick and just sort of put this as close as I can, and you'll see just about how taut this band is currently. So you can sort of see and hear there it's quite taut. Makes a little bit of a panging sound. And obviously I'm not going to undo the fix in order to show off what it looks like when the band is slack, but what happens on these when it flashes that too short, too long is that this band will be quite loose. And what you can do in order to test that the band is actually the issue is just actually apply some downward pressure on the band. If it seek tests properly and gives you that flashing and then solid LED, then the band tension is your issue. Obviously, no guarantee that there aren't going to be other issues with it once you fix this issue. But the method for resolving it is actually quite simple. All you need is a pair of needle nose pliers, and you just need to squeeze these little springs in a little bit, just a little bit, and you'll feel it. You want to be at about, the tension that I am right now. It's probably going to be obviously quite hard to over tension these, given that it's a metal band. But you don't want to get it too tight, or there's probably a risk of breaking the band. So, yeah, it's not too hard of a repair. And there's probably other drives this applies to as well. I've heard that the TIAC SD510 also has a single spring of this type. And yeah, if those guys are squished together, you'll get results like mine and have a working drive maybe. So yeah, hope that helps anybody out who has a Microscience HH-612 or 612C, and any other drives that might have a similar spring in them. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys.